So let's take a look at all of the accessories that the Metal Build Evangelions actually comes with. So aside from the base that I have already shown you, this guy has quite a lot of accessories as well. So let's take a look at each of these ones and see what they do. Firstly is the power cable. As I mentioned earlier, it's rubbery. Can do all kinds of poses, even jump rope with it. Really nice touch with Bandai. There's two base adapters. So these two are both used to connect the Eva to the power cable, but one has the extra base adapter to connect the stands to the Eva as well. So this one has an extra holes to connect the stands with the figures to allow you to pose aerial pose, I guess. Next one starts from here. So these two is the special armors for the Evangelion. This one goes right here. So to install this, just put it right here and press slightly. Then you hear click, and it will snap in. It's not really secure, but you know, it should be able to keep it if you don't mess with it a lot. So like that. So be careful of paint chip when you install this armor, because it's pretty loose, and you know, it's can cause some colors to fade away. So easy remove. It's a little bit too easy if you ask me. Next one is the Shin Guard. So this one is the replacement part for this one. Just pop it up the ball joint and put it in. Very easy. Next one is the head. So here's the visor style, and one is the non-visor style. Just flip this guy up and put this one in. Very easy. So I'm just gonna leave that up there for now as well. Next is the connector for the hip. So right here you can see there's a little small door for that. You just need to slip a finger in this small crack here, like that, and pull it out. I'll use this one to pry it open. So of course it's easy to cause paint chips if you're not careful, so please do be careful with that. Just need to pry it open like that. It will reveal a connector point. All you need to do is put this one in here like that, and it should stay on for the most part. Or this one is actually the right one. So it stays like that, and there's small connectors points that you can use to store the weapons on it. Next one is the actual connectors for the weapons. This one can go either on these holes or on these ones on the shoulders. This one is the extension for the connector. It can also block in all of these holes as well. Next, let's take a look at the weapons and how do the connectors connect to them. First, we got the rifle. So here's the basic rifle. You got some interesting gimmicks like the magazines. Can put like that, very easy. And there are three options for the extension parts. So one is this. So the principality is basically the same, just slides it in. just like that. Same with the other two. Just slide it in. So this is a grenade launcher, I believe, and this is a bladed bayonet, just like that. Very simple. And that's it for the guns. So now we do to the pistol. This one has a really nice gimmick. So this is the cocking mechanics, or you can remove the magazines right here as well. Really nice touch. Next is the progressive knives. You can draw it out like that, and these parts can connect to all the holes that I've shown you earlier. Same thing with these guys. Swords can be drawn out. There's a longer one as well. So these swords is painted really nicely with no nub marks on them, and a really nice silver metallic shine. So some previous metal builds has struggles with, like nub marks on the weapons that is too obvious to pass. But this guy doesn't have that problem. Everything looks perfectly. No visible nub marks at all. So Bandai really outdone themselves this time. So for the rifle, how to connect the connector points with that, you can simply pull this thing out to reveal the connection points, and there's this slides it into this crack just like that, and you can stick it on. Same thing with this guy. This one is from the front, slide it in just like that. Next one is the swords. Here's the connection points. Slide it on. Easy peasy. This one connection points is here. Slide it on. Easy peasy. And the way to use these extension parts is just like that. And put it on the figures itself. Very straightforward and intuitive. So here's come to the hands part of the figures. So the Evangelion has 5 pairs of hands, including the close-fisted that is already on the figure. So in addition to those pairs, we got a pair of open hands, wide open hands, another pair of open hands. This one is the sword wielding hand, and this one is the guns holding hands. So in total, it's got 5 pairs of hands, which should be able to recreate any kinds of pose that you want. So basically this is the Evangelion with all of its weapons mounted on the figures. So all of the weapons that it comes with can be mounted on various connection points throughout the figure itself, which is on the hips and on the shoulder armor. So I just love figures that can mount all of the weapons onto the body of the figures, which makes it seem very good engineering practices, and I hope many others figures also has this ability. So in addition to the various figures that the Evangelion has, Bandai did have some original parts for that, which is the Shin Guard, the knee guards, and the Shin Guards for the legs, and the head also has an upgrade part, which is covered the eyes with a full visor, as you can see, that completely cover the eyes so make it seems like a specs up version of the Evangelion. So that's a really nice touch that Bandai really put into making these figures. And yeah, the color schemes is really suiting, so a little bit of a yellowish orange and black with different shades of gray and others. Purples and the neon green really highlight the figures.